Well, last week, one of the hosts of The View did something we've come to expect. Sunny Hostin said something extremely stupid.
I feel like that's an oxymoron, a black Republican.
You feel like it's an oxymoron?
I do.
Why? Your friend right here is a Republican.
We had this conversation many times.
You do, and you say you feel like it's an oxymoron that you're Catholic, but you also are pro-life.
I don't understand either.
No, you don't understand yourself. Then you have disagreements.
I understand myself. I don't understand either of you.
Oddly enough, the parent company of ABC, Disney, has yet to publicly comment on this matter, of course, as you might expect. And on top of all of that, this isn't the first time Democrats, it's not the first time Democrats have resorted to these kind of attacks, as my teleprompter has disappeared into outer space. A few days ago, Eric Swalwell, the flatulent frat boy California congressman who was dumb enough to cheat on his wife with a Chinese spy, reacted to the SCOTUS leak like this, quote, "The Republicans won't stop with banning abortion. They want to ban interracial marriage. Do you want to save that? Well, then you should probably vote." I guess nobody told him about Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas. Oh, and his wife right there. Utah Congressman Burgess Owens joins us now. Sir, good to have you on tonight. Evidently, you're an oxymoron. How do you feel about that?
Hey, Rob, first of all, a great monologue, my friend. I appreciate that. Let me just, real quick history. I grew up in the Deep South in the 60s, in the days of segregation, in which my community across our country led the country in the growth of middle class, men matriculating from college, men committed to marriage, and percentage of entrepreneurs. And that's because we had a strong faith in faith, family, freedom, free market, and education. What turned us around now that we are literally leading our country in illiteracy and crime, the families have not understood how to stay together. It wasn't white supremacists did us in, it was black elitists. And this is what we have to understand. There are people that look like me that instead of standing up for my race, they will do anything they have to do to keep in power. Those folks who want to stay on the View, they will hold that line no matter how many blacks are being killed in these cities, how the inflation is eating up our livelihood, how black business were burned throughout the last 2 years by Black Lives Matter. They love their jobs, they love their power, they love their profitability. These are the worst of our country. People who do not stand for every American, living the American dream, particularly those who in the past had a difficult time getting there. We need to get back to basics. At the end of the day, those who focus on race are called racists, period. I don't care if they're black or white. Right. Those of us who look at each other inside out and look for meritocracy, those are those of us who feel that the American dream could be for anyone. And we need to make sure that message of hope and unity comes together instead of this devious hatred and anger that we see on places like The View right now.
Yeah. The stuff about meritocracy, that's the scariest part of the whole thing, because they think they've figured out a way to cut down meritocracy and say that, oh, you can inject, there's inequities in meritocracy as well. And once you do that, if you can successfully bring that messaging to the forefront, you will destroy this country. It's only a matter of time. Take a listen to the president from earlier today.
I never expected, let me say this carefully. I never expected the ultra MAGA Republicans who seem to control the Republican Party now to have been able to control the Republican Party.
They talk a lot. I mean, again, it's classic projection, but they talk a lot about how scary the Republican Party is. It's as if they don't have a mirror to see how they're behaving.
Well, Rob, I tell you the good news is that American people, after 2 years of being forced to deal with this anger, this divisiveness, all the stuff that the Democratic Party has put on us, we're tired of it. We're done. We want to get back to who we truly are. We're a people of hope. We're people of vision. We love the idea of meritocracy, which is competition. Those who are the best in any profession they do should be rewarded as the best. Yep. We're done with these socialists and Marxists are trying to push at us. So let them continue to do that. I think it's to their detriment, because we're now looking at getting around that corner. American people are waking up, and once we wake up and we know that we came so close to losing our freedoms, we just win, baby. And I tell you, I'm excited about what's happening this November in 2023. Get ready for some good times coming back. We're going back to what our country is all about. And I can't wait to be part of that process.
I hope you're right. Burgess Owens, sir, thank you so much for taking the time. Good to see you.
Thank you, Rob. Appreciate it, buddy.